That's a ठीक है मतलब ये तो और बोल पास विंडो टेस्ट कर दूं ना वाह मुझे जानो एक चीज हो रहा है Hello. Question. यही आ रहा है दिखा रहा है ये वाली को। ऐसा कर दिया ना ठीक है रिकॉर्ड
Check, 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 check.
बोले so good morning and welcome to our viewers watching the 15th Self-Taught Sports Management, the cricket tournament that is the 2023 edition, the 15th edition of the Self Tournament. What a cracker of a game this is. Shardul, Amarchand, Mangaldas, they're taking on Kocher and company. It's a battle of the giants. Being thought to see which team comes on top. Team shot first up in the very first over. A good beginning this is from the batting team. They won the toss and they elected first. It's not easy on this particular track to bat first in the morning pitch. Conditions are slightly difficult because the faster bowlers will get a lot of help initially. And then we've seen that as the day progresses, pitch tends to get slower. Jersey number 23 opening the bowling for Coulter and company. Both the teams will be buoyed by the success in the previous games. And just the first over that is at the end of it. We'll have to check the score of what the score line is. So 8 for off in the first over. Both these teams are looking really strong heading into this tournament. Coacher and company winning their previous game convincingly. And so was the case with the Amarchand Mangaldas team. They've been so good throughout this tournament. They've looked so strong, got a well settled 11. Batting has been on top, so has been the bowling. They are both of them are a well, and that is why this is the battle of the giants. Whichever team comes on top today, uh, it would be a massive boost for that team. They're really happy with the results again. The left hander just takes it away, and that over on the pads. That is why this left hand right hand combination is always a dangerous prospect to the bowling team. Never easy for you as a bowler. Never let you settle down, especially early in the innings. There will be some moisture in it. There will be some early morning moisture on this deck. So initially, the seamers should get some help. Having said that, the batting team has started on a positive note. We've seen that most of the teams they try this left hand right hand combination up front, and that's a ploy that has really worked. Unsettles the bowling unit. Fielders are always on their toes. Jersey number 10 bringing in sharing the new ball. Ready to run in. Some fine tunings being made. The team remember the first 6 overs or the power play overs. So one fielder in the team that's wide will be called a wide by the umpire. So as I mentioned, power play overs. You've got two fielders outside the ring. Both of them are on the onside. That is really interesting because they know that generally very strong through the pads. They punish anything that is even severely short. Not sure what's going on. I think fine left fielder probably just outside the 30-yard circle, square leg umpire interfering. So I think they're ready to go. So two fielders in the deep on the onside. There's nobody at long on. Mid on in place. The offside is back. That is within the covers. No protection, no boundary riders there. There's a fine leg in place too. He goes big. That is the reason why there are two boundary riders on the offside. These left-handers, anything marginally short, they will go for it. They will go for the big D towards the onside. When you talk about typical left-handers, elegance, that is to the offside. But the plan has been quite simple. Jersey number 10 has been keeping it straight on the pads. Doesn't want to give any width to the southpaw right-hander. This time he just pushes it away towards the cover fielder. Deals it, tightens it up. So this is thought by both players will not be complaining at this point of time. Again, another short leg delivery, dives it away towards backward point, gets another single. Of this boundary in the very first over was a similar delivery. Nicely getting on top of the bounce and peeled it through covers. That was in the very first over. So what tournament this has been? 15th edition of the Cells Cricket League that cannot be given out. Question was asked by the bowler and fielders that sending it is not out almost if you cannot definitely missing leg going down the leg side big time. Well, actually, he was going for the expansive drive towards the offside. He was targeting that long off region. Swing and a miss. That's the end of the second over. Decent over that by jersey number 10. That's the end of the second. So 15 for no loss after the first two overs. Shardul
For
Amarchand
no
Mangaldas
loss after the first two
decided
overs.
Back first after winning the toss. Because Chileans, Netflix. Start of resting over. Jersey number 7 will continue. He works it away towards the offside. An easy single taken there. This is the third over. So the left-hander is on strike, and jersey number 7 coming over the wicket is the left-handed batsman. Still two fielders and boundary riders on the outside. Jersey number 7 having a look. He's stealing in to the southpaw. Then on the pads, shout, but definitely can't be given up. Pitching outside leg. कितना अजीब लग रहा है. He's running in again as right hander. What a shot that is. Nice to get into the pit of the ball. Playing it all long time. Doing the work to mix the cover leader. What a settle there. All striker sends it back. And this time there is an opportunity. And again, hesitation. You have to be very clear with the scoring. You have a good start. Why would you need to spoil it with a run out? That would be really unfortunate. That's jersey number 1 now. From a vantage point, it seemed like he's wearing the sporting jersey number 7, but it's actually jersey number 1 from the looks of it. So, well, not a good over this has been for the batting team. They're 24 for no loss. Final delivery of the third. They're going along nicely, these two. They've got their team to a very good start again, looking for the big long side shot. No bat involved. They sneak a leg by. Again, that was drifting on the pads. No chance that they're going to be given out. Looking for the big shot, and that is exactly why they've got two fielders near the boundary ropes on the onside. That's the reason he prefers. Now the event pull over comes to an end. Three gone, they're 25 no loss. Single. So jersey number 10 He'll be bowling the fourth again. He continues, and the batsman guides it away towards the fine leg fence. That's smart cricket on the pads once again, and this time he punishes him. He's squeezing the pace of the bowler, just guides it away. All he had to do was get some wood on it. That's exactly what he does. Puts it away for a boundary. No chance for the fielder standing at fine leg. That's an easy boundary. Those are easy pitches. You have to be mindful. They have been guilty of bowling around the pads. नहीं कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा मेरे को तो आजकल सुनने में लग रहा है कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा क्लियर नहीं है लग रहा है फारसी बोल अरे समझ ही नहीं आ रहा हाथ में रख के बोलते तो क्या करूं एक है वो लोग So he continues on the length delivery on the pass. Stylish stroke play towards the onside. Gets another single. One more run taken. So these two have looked fairly comfortable out there. Generally, we've seen that in the first session, early morning, especially in the first 6 overs within the power plays, batsmen tend to struggle, especially against the seamers, because the seamers tend to get some movement of the deck. The ball moves a bit. Having said that, today when we came in the morning, we had a look at the pitch, and generally we get to see some wet spots. There is some moisture on the deck. Today it was completely dry, it seemed. That was surprising to begin with, but might be that explains why the faster bowlers haven't got any help of this deck so far, and the batsmen have completely dominated. Hmm. Jersey number 10 will continue, the right-handed man on strike. So I think Yogesh, this is Yogesh bowling, is slightly wrong-footed, so he does deceive the batsman with his run-up and the way he delivers the ball. Now decides to come around the wicket because the left-hander is on strike. He approaches the stumps, and then just when you expect the ball to be delivered by the bowler, you realize that he's actually a wrong-footed bowler. So the release by the bowler is slightly delayed. That might deceive you if you're new to him. And if Yogesh can add a yard or two of extra pace in his bowling, maybe steam in faster, run in. Having said that, if he bends his shoulders, then he would no longer be a wrong foot bowler. But it's okay. It's working for him. He's been really impressive in this tournament. He's bowled well, struck to good lines. He's come back in the death as well again. The batsman plays another stylish stroke, but straight to the fielder at mid wicket. That is the end of the fourth. So 37 for no loss after the first four. This has been a good start
for the batting team. Two more overs of the power plays to be bowled. And these two, at the moment, seem to be running away with the game. So, Kocher and company, they desperately need a wicket. They need to find a breakthrough. They need to send one of these batsmen back in the hut. Otherwise, these two are off to a fine start. If they get going, then Kocher and company are in big trouble. These two are seasoned campaigners, very experienced batsmen, very capable batsmen. And if either of these players they go on till the 16th or the 17th, and they will just launch into the bowling attack. They will murder the bowlers. Having a short drinks break, and these two have run really hard between the wickets, so it's understandable. Mm. So jersey number one will continue. The captain giving longer spells to his bowlers today. Jersey number one decides to come around the wicket to the right-handed batsman who pushes it away towards mid-off, gets an easy single. So what these two have ensured is that they haven't played too many dot deliveries. They've seized every opportunity to take a single, even if it's gone straight to the fielder. They've assessed that how strong is the fielder's arm. That's played on the full, taken on the full, nicely worked away. He's lucky that he didn't time it too well, otherwise, it would have gone straight down the throat of the fielder standing at deep backward square leg. So he's sticking to around the wicket for the right hander. Good delivery. Good delivery. Plays it quietly towards mid on. Mid on has been pushed slightly wider. It's not a straightish mid on, slightly wider. Cutting down the angle of that extra cover drive as well for the left hander. Again, dances down the track and he walks it away towards the onside. This time he finds the gap. There's a big gap between deep squid and fine leg. Exploits that. And once again, Kocher and company have been really guilty on. They've bowled on the pads of the left-handed batsman, and far too often have they done that. And more often than not, they have been punished. They have to be mindful of that fact. Tend to the lines because Chintan is batting on 21, and they haven't bowled too much outside the off stump to Chintan. We all know that left-handers are very strong to the offside, but we haven't seen him play through the offside in this inning so far because they haven't bowled, even around that channel around the fourth and the fifth stump, that corridor we talk about, beg your pardon. And meanwhile, another boundary that is unfortunate. That's run away for another four. A stifled appeal by the keeper. But before they realize, the ball runs away towards the fence. This is a strong start, full stop. That's high in the air. That's taken. That's dropped. That has been dropped. That was miles high in the air. He can't believe it. The field is standing in mid on. A full toss delivery. And the batsman couldn't really put it away. No timing on it. I think the umpires are converging. No, they're not. They're just switching ends, it seems. I thought for a moment that they were converging to discuss about the possibility of that previous delivery of being given as a no ball because, yes, I mean, especially if you're in the batting camp, there were questions of whether it was above the waist or not. But in the end, a legal delivery. So change in bowling. The final power play over. This jersey number 23 will be bringing it in. I believe that's Purushat. It's another stylish stroke. Plays it towards mid off and a slight fumble. Easy single in the end. So Purushat, after bowling the very first over of this innings, he's been brought back in to bowl the final power play over. Gave away 8 runs of his first over. So Chintan will be facing Purushat. I'd really like to see the Kocher and company bowlers bowl him around the off stump or even outside the off stump because Chintan has clearly favored the onside, and that's where they've dished out the balls to him, making stroke play very easy for the left hander. He's clearly preferred the onside. Purshad steaming in again. That is an interesting shot, but that's a good one. That might run away for another boundary. In fact, excellent fielding. Brilliant stuff from the fielder. Coming in from backward point, saves 2 runs for his team. That is a very interesting shot to begin with. The footwork was not your conventional footwork. Uh, Reached to the pitch of the delivery and then she guides it away, just opening the face of the bat and say around 70 degrees away from his feet. It was a very interesting shot. Not your conventional stroke. That is much more conventional. It's firmly. The fielder does well, keeps it to just one. And that single and brings Chintan on strike. You know what a good opening stand this has been. 50 plus runs. Again on the pads. Another single taken. Final delivery of the over coming up. Arpit will be on strike. Arpit batting on 19. Final delivery of the power plays as well. Short of a leg. Guides it away nicely. That's smart cricket. Using the pace of the bowler. Knew exactly where the gap was. And puts it away towards the fence. What a power play this has been. They are 60 for no loss. Going at a clip of 10.
से आवाज क्लियर नहीं है.
So power play is done and dusted. Jersey number 11, he's been introduced into the so wickets. That's the need of the hour for the bowling team. This has been a very strong opening start provided by both these openers. They've looked so solid out there since ball number one. They've played attacking strokes. They've played sensible strokes as well. They haven't taken too many risks. They played according to the field that was set for them, and that is why they have been such a successful side in this tournament. So spinner comes into the attack, and again, just like that, runs it down, almost takes it off the keeper's gloves, plays it so late, and plays it so fine as well. No chance for the fielder standing at third man. That quickly runs away towards boundary ropes. Excellent start. This run rate has been in excess of 10.
After the lead.
So that will be a wide. So in the previous delivery, we saw the batsman dancing down the track again, using his feet nicely against the spinner, gets to the pitch of the delivery again, heaves it away towards the onside. And just like that, they've been guilty of bowling on the pads of the left-handed batsman. Another boundary. They're going along so nicely, these two. And at this point of the game, they're just running away with the game. The bowlers have no answers, but once again, I believe that the bowling has been either too straight or on the pads. They've been guilty of that. I believe they'd be much better off bowling on the channel, bowling around that corridor of uncertainty, bowling around that fourth, fifth stump channel. Even try bowling just within the tram line on the offside. Just as I say that, another wide down the leg side. It's going from bad to worse for the bowling team. Spinner hasn't had a strong start, 14 already. And we are only through the halfway mark of this over. Again, using his feet nicely coming down to the track. Good effort by the fielder standing at mid wicket, but he couldn't stop a single from being taken. Chintan moves to 38. Arpit comes back on strike. Arpit batting on 23. Guides it away towards mid on, gets another single. One more run. And with that single, he gets Chintan back on strike to face the final delivery of the seventh over. And all these are ambitious appeals. They just cannot be given out because it's always pitching outside leg. So good over, another good over that for the batting team. 7 gone. There's 76 for no loss after the end of that. They should have played some delightful strokes throughout the day. Nah, Sarthak and coach clearly on the back foot here. Maybe
You know,
a wicket will bring them back into this game definitely, and they desperately need a wicket as well if they are to make a match out of it. Otherwise, these two they look well set to take the team to a total in excess of 200, and that is dangerous territory, especially when you're chasing on this deck. Batting won't be easier as the day progresses. It will become difficult. The totals will become smaller as the day progresses. The pitch tends to get slower and lower. Remember, the rollers wouldn't be used in the middle of the innings. Early in the morning, if you pay a visit to the ground, you see rollers being used on the surface. And then, after the match is done and dusted, in the evening too, they apply the rollers. So, no rollers are used in the middle of the innings. Again, using his feet nicely gets to the pitching, but he beams it through extra cover. That's where these two have been incredible. They found the gaps on many occasions. So you see, I believe this is the eighth over or so. They've got a blueprint of the field positions. They know where exactly the fielders are placed, and they've exploited those gaps as well. And once again, what that boundary has done is that has prompted the captain to make a change. So short extra cover brought in for that particular shot, and now we have acres of space on the onside. That's exactly what these two want to do. They want to exploit the gaps. They force the changes from the fielding unit, and when exactly one fielder is taken off from a particular position to another, they exploit that gap. Once again on the pads, this time the fielder gets down in time, makes a very good stop. At least saved 2 runs for his team there. Excellent stop. That's the end of the over. So 8 runs coming of that over. 8 gone. They're 85 for no loss, the batting team. So jersey number 1 has been brought back into the attack, and he will definitely be looking for a breakthrough. Jersey number 1, Kenny picked up first wicket of the innings. Again, sweeps the medium pacer nicely. That's exactly what I was talking about. There was a big gap. That fielder coming in at a short extra cover. What that did was it opened up a space, a big space towards a fine leg fence. There was nobody there, and that's where the batsman just played that ball too. That is smart batting. They're approaching the three-figure mark, these two, and they're doing it in style as well. There has been a flurry of boundaries in this innings. Arpit Saini matching Chintan has almost reached up to him. shoulder to shoulder. The batsman comes back over the wicket. I think that's much more sensible. Again, he uses his feet nicely, hits it so good. Purushat from long off comes in running, keeps it to just one. That's another aspect of their games. They've used their feet so nicely, be it against the spinners, against the faster bowlers as well. That's one way to put off the bowlers. The bowlers start over analyzing when you use your feet against them. They try to alter their lengths as well, and that is where they falter. It's always a given that too much of analysis gives you paralysis, and that's a wicket. First wicket. The bowler is not happy, but he will celebrate with his teammates. That will be a big respite to the bowling team. The dangerous Chintan will have to walk, but what a knock he has played for his team. Tremendous start this for the batting team. They're 90 for 1 now as Chintan goes back for 38 of just 29 deliveries after providing a brilliant start to his team. Sensational innings, and finally a wicket for Kocher and company. So finally some respite to the bowling team. A wicket has fallen in the form of Chintan. He's looking for that big white towards the onside, looking to play it across. And it was a very good delivery to begin with, pitching just outside leg and going away from the left-handed batsman. Took the off pole, in all probability a cutter by Satish. And the new man is out there. He's been greeted with a wide delivery down the leg side. He was looking to work it away towards the fine leg fence. Again, there is still a big vacant spot there. He works it away towards the square region, gets a single, is off the mark with that single. So Shardul, Amarchand, Mangaldas, they're approaching the three-figure mark. This is the ninth over in progression. Pushes it straight to short extra cover. Another dot. Final delivery of the over coming up. Takes it on the full, works it away towards mid-on, gets a single, he will keep strike. Successful over that. The ninth gone, they're 93 for one after the end of that one, a wicket coming in that over. So the run rate still in excess of 10. The batsman once again playing sensibly, just works it towards the offside, gets another single. They look fairly comfortable, the batting team, as far as the scoreboard is concerned. Meanwhile, a dot delivery. So Kocher and company after that wicket trying to build the pressure. And these will do, especially in this format of the game. Pressure plays a big part, especially when there are dot balls. That will help the batting team, that is. Down the leg side, another wide. So apart from good batting from Shardul, they've been fairly helped by the bowling as well. The lines haven't been impressive. They tend to bowl far too straighter on the pads as well. Has been much easier for the batsmen to use their feet to put it away in the gap, and they've mostly put out the bad balls to the fence. They've punished the looseners, and they've been sensible against the good deliveries. They've just worked in the gap, treated it with much respect. Another stifle down the leg side. An appeal made by the keeper. The umpire says not out. This has been a very decent over this. So sanity prevails after Chintan's wicket. They look much more calmer. The batting team, just as I say that, plays another very good shot through the offside. Just sliding it away, opening the face of the bat. Another boundary. And I believe it's 100 up for the team as well, courtesy that boundary. Yes, 100 up, three-figure mark up. What a way to bring up your 100. And that is the end of the 10th at the halfway mark. The batting team, they're going along nicely. They're 101 for 1.
रिटर्न वापस तो कर नहीं बोलते हो उसमें मजा है क्या ऐसे पूछ रहा हूँ आपकी बात है ठीक है और बोल नहीं सकते सर वैसे फोन करा पता नहीं है कौन लोकेश लोकेश फोन कर मैं कौन मेरा भाई फोन आ रही है मैं कभी वहाँ भाई फोन सर ये कहाँ पे सर कौन है अभी लोकेश फोन नहीं अच्छा वो तो कौन था वो सर लोकेश है आपसे बात कर शेख रखा लोकेश नाम से कौन लोकेश फोन नहीं कौन है हाँ लोकेश के JBMR करके ये कौन है फिर बहुत समझ रहा है
The batting team are in a very good position, and we've had the mandatory change of ends. So the bowlers will now be operating from the other end. That is the school building end. So Indrajit into the attack. Indrajit with the ball in his hand. He'll be bowling the 11th. These two, well, if I talk about Arpit, has been out there for quite some time. He's looked solid. He's batting on 40 of just 27. And Srijan has just walked out. He's batting on 4. They're going at a very good clip. That's a good shot. Nicely gets on top of the bounce, midfield, and some delightful shots have been played throughout the morning. And that's another one. Shuffling just a bit, moving across towards his off stump, gets on top of the bounce, guides it away towards the offside, and the midfield not helping the cause for the bowling team. Ochar and company have definitely been on the back foot. Tekish outside edge, goes towards third man, gets another single. He's slowly approaching his half century here. Moves to 45. So Indrajit again running in. Shot that it almost plays it straight into the palms of the fielder standing at mid wicket. That was a tough chance, but a chance nevertheless. Gone down. That was hit so hard. Shorter in length, and he had no second thoughts. He went for it. I just burst through the hands of the fielder standing at the mid wicket region. Very good hit. But a tough chance. Poacher and company, they really need another wicket at least to make a comeback, another full toss. And again, I'll tell you what, it wasn't too far away from the fielder. That was dying on him. But if he had put in the dive, could have been a stunner of a catch. So after batting on 45, Indrajit running in. Again, great use of the feet. Puts it in the gap. Long off gets around it. Does well in the field, but they have got enough time to come back for a brace. This is good cricket. Arpit is shuffling across, using his feet nicely, advancing down the track, shuffling all across. And the bowler is all at sea. Just like that, comes down the track. It's almost like sending a warning to the bowler. So he's unsettled whenever he sees Arpit come down the track, especially when you're a faster bowler. It's always unsettling. And it's annoying as well when you're a faster bowler. You see the batsman just ambling down the ground. That sets you off. That really ticks you off. So that's the end of the 11th. So the batting team, they're 113 for 1 after the end of the 11th. Shardul, Amarchand, Mangaldas team, they've been so strong throughout this tournament. This is the reason. They've got a very solid foundation. The batsmen on song here. The bowlers bowl according to set plans. So spin being introduced once again. Srijan Srijan Srivastav is batting on 11 of 7 deliveries. He's fairly new at the crease compared to Arpit, who's faced 30 deliveries, has been out there since ball number 1. So that's exactly what is expected of Srijan, handing back the strike to Arpit. All he needs to do at this point of time is hand back the strike to Arpit whenever possible. He needs to ensure that Arpit faces the majority of the deliveries. He's looked good, he's well set. Again, just a push towards mid off. Now, what Kocher and company need to do is cut down these singles. You've got to attack the ball, probably, come much more closer to the pitch. Another tight single, because they will go for the singles. They will opt for the singles. They will make sure that there aren't too many dot deliveries bowled. So they've taken on the arms of the fielders more often than not. The Sarthak Amarchand team looks for the sweep, just like that. Just like that. There shouldn't have been a single there. They've given away easy runs, Kocher and company, and that puts a lot of pressure on them. This over by Vijay has been a good one again. Plays a sweep shot very effectively. There is a field in the deep, keeps it to just one. Harpit back on strike, batting on 48 now. This is the 12th over. Vijay Singh, the star with the ball in the previous match, turns it away towards mid wicket, moves to 49 with that single, just one run away from personal milestone. Srijan batting on 13. This is the 12th over. Plays it towards fine leg. That's what I was talking about. Not to give away easy singles. That is the end of the over, the end of the 12th. And Shardul, Amarchand, Mangaldas, they're 119, rather 118 for one after the end of the 12th. Still, the run rate is pretty good. If they have a wicket till the very end, they can definitely look to notch up 200, maybe even in excess of 200.
बॉलर भाई बॉलर
So start of a fresh over. Arpit is the man on strike, batting on 49. What an innings he has played so far. Splendid knock this. Would be really sweet if he could get to a half century here. He should, in all probability, just one run away from his half centuries. Arpit 49 of just 33 deliveries. Brilliant knock this. And he's so aware of the situation out there and hits it straight down the ground. What a way to bring up the half century. Fires it over the bowler's head. Brilliant half century this by Arpit. 50 of just 34 deliveries. Quick fire knock this. It's been so good. Be it against the faster bowlers, against the spinners as well. And once again, just advancing down the track, ambling towards the bowler. Getting to the pitch of the delivery, hits it straight. You can't play any shot straighter than that. And even the umpire was under the risk. He had to move over from the line of fire. And brings up his half century in remarkable fashion, does Arpit. Butcher and company at the moment seems like they're running out of ideas. They need to devise a plan here to pick up a few wickets if they are to make a comeback in this game. Otherwise, the batting team, they're well set to put on a big total on the board because of strokes like that. Again, takes it on the full, breaks it off his pads, another boundary. He knows where exactly the fielders are. It's like the back of his hands. He knows where exactly every single fielder is positioned. This is good stuff. This is smart batting. 13th over. What a way to start a fresh new over. Brings up his 50 of the very first delivery. The second delivery, once again, he puts it away for a boundary. Will he look for a hat trick of boundaries? He does. And he gets it as well. This time through the offside. He's showing his full range. First straight down the ground, then towards the onside, now towards the offside. This has been a remarkable display of batting by Arpit. He's made a mockery of the bowling. Really has treated them with a lot of disdain today. Goes again through extra cover. Stylish stroke. You won't see a better cricketing shot. Through extra cover. 4 boundaries on the trot. Extension of the arms and just lofts it over extra cover. 4 of 4 now. This is sensational batting. Can't get any better than this. Moves to 65. Now Arpit, after his half century, is looking to shift gears. He knows that they've got wickets in hand. 9 wickets still remain. Shardul, Amarchand, Mangaldas team. 2 more deliveries to go. Can he make a comeback, the bowler? Hits that really well. Not the timing he would have liked. Gets a single nevertheless. And overthrows to make things even worse for the fielding team. Sloppy fielding. Gets Arpit back on strike. The overthrows. So final delivery of the 13th over coming up. That's a good comeback by the bowler. Well thought after delivery. He saw the batsman coming down the track, just pulling back his length, and he hits it straight to the fielder. I think he's hurt. Yes, unfortunate. The fielder was hurt on his knees. I think he's okay now.
अच्छा आज सुबह का मैच ये मैच है इसको इसको छेड़ने का नहीं इसको छेड़ा यार बाहर आ गया आ गया क्या देगा स्पिन आउट नहीं यहाँ पे 4 कैमरा आउट ये तो दूसरा पीछे मूवमेंट चल रहा है
So Shardul Amarchand going along nicely. They're 139 for 1 at the moment. And even Srijan has got his eye in. Now he's batting on 14. Start of a fresh new over meanwhile. Arpit gets another single, moves to 69. The current run rate is in excess of 10 and a half. At this rate, they will get to 213. Slight fumble allows the batsman to come in for a single. There was some hesitation there. Yes and no, yes and no. They saw the fielders fumble that, and in the end, they decide to take that single. Srijan moves to 15 with that single. Arpit, how well has he batted? Batting on 69 in real quick time. Ken gets to the pitch of the delivery, plays it straight. And by the time the bowler could get down in time, they sneak another single, one more run taken. So, apart from batting well, finding the gaps, using their feet, the running between the wickets has been the hallmark of this game so far. They put the pressure on the fielders, and because of that, the fielders have really erred in this match. Generally, Kocher and company are such a terrific fielding unit. How well has he executed that sweep shot today? And it's in the gap, but because of the slowness of the outfield, and couldn't reach to the boundary ropes. Another single, meanwhile, one more run taken. Arpit moves to 71, courtesy that single. That's in the air. Three fielders are coming around it, but fall safe. Brilliant running between the wickets. They've run so swiftly. The calling has been excellent too. And from the onset, they knew that they had to come back for the second. Excellent stuff. So the batting team approaching the 150 run mark. So 14th gone. Decent over that. 7 runs coming off it. Shardul, Amarchand. They're 146 for 1. Shardul, Amarchand rather, I beg your pardon. Shardul, Amarchand, Mangaldas. They're taking on Kocher and company, and so far, Shardul, Amarchand have been on top. Remember, they had won the toss early in the day and decided to bat first. And this is exactly what the reason was behind that decision. Plays a cross batted shot. Gets a single to start off a fresh new over. So Arpit is batting on 72 at the moment. After this, 5 more overs to go. This is the 15th over in progression. Can we get to see the first century of this season? What a knock this has been. Ken plays a stylish stroke mid-wicket, has some work to do. Cuts it off, keeps it to just a single. Srijan moves to 18. Rather 19 with that single. Arpit is batting on 71 of just 43 deliveries. Again, using his feet nicely. There is protection in the deep extra cover region, but talk about the running between the wickets. There's no signs of fatigue. He's been so swift, so quick. He's run hard. He's been out there since ball one. This is the 15th over. That shows you that he's really fit as an individual. Again, looking to play it across. I'm sure the impact was outside the off stump. That can never be given out. Meanwhile, 150 up for the Shardul. Celtic, long off, has a chance. No, he hasn't. He can only watch it sail over his head. Another six. That was a tremendous hit in the slot, and he puts it away. No second thoughts there. Risky flick. That's a very good shot. Really good shot. He opens his wrist so nicely, using it so well. Such a risky player is Arpit. Moves to 79 of just 46. Final delivery of the 15th coming up.
हो गया क्या?
Full pick again, straight. What a catch! That is an absolute stunner! You won't see a better catch. I think that is already the catch of the tournament. That ball was traveling. He just comes in running from long off and sticks his hand across. Brilliant stuff. But what a knock this has been from Arpit. He's played his part. He goes for 79. Good all round cricket. Absolute stunner. Shardul, Amarchand, Mangaldas have lost their second wicket. Arpit Saini goes for a well compiled 79 of just 47. And they're 156 for 2 after the end of the 15th.
नहीं थोड़ा तो
So Anoop is the new man who walks out of the middle. Anoop facing his first delivery. Slightly short, rocks back onto the back foot, works it away towards reach cover of the mark straight away is Anoop. So now the batting team can gloat upon the success of the openers, especially Arpit, who just departed in the previous over after a wonderful knock. What a stunner that catch was taken by the man at long off, came in running. That has to be the catch of the tournament for me so far. And what a tournament this has been, the 15th edition of the Sylph Cricket League 2023 edition. This is the 15th edition of this wonderful tournament. We've only gone from strength to strength. It's growing. It's the biggest so far. Approximately 32 teams are playing in this tournament this time around. And it's really good to see so many talented cricketers who are actually not cricketers by profession. These are the top law firms of our nation, fighting it out against each other. What a shot that is. Through the offside, there was a big gap through the cover region. There was no boundary right around that sweeper cover region. There is sweeper cover, but he's slightly finer. It's outside edge. Third man should cut it off, keeps it to just one. One more run added to the total. And from this age, It's a given now that batting team should get to say 200, and that will give them a big psychological boost. So the pressure would be on Kocher and company when they come out to chase this target. This already is a very big target, one of the biggest of the tournament so far.
मैं लग जाए यार इधर में.
4 more overs to go. 164 for two. The batting team reaches out for it. That was a good delivery. Slower outside off. He looks to reach out for it. All he had to do was clear the in ring. Anup moves to 7. Srijan batting on 21. What a sensible knock this has been from Srijan. He understood what his role was when he walked out to the middle, down the leg side. Meanwhile, we'll have to re-bowl that one. Purusharth is back into the attack. He will be bowling the death overs after this. He'll be bowling the 18th as well. Rather, the 19th, I beg your pardon. He'll be bowling the penultimate over. Score at the moment of 166 for 2. Purusharth running in full toss. That could be close. It is close. It is a wicket. And it's straight and crashing onto the stumps. So this is a sort of a comeback for Kocher and company. Purusharth, I think he's the captain of the team as well. Purusharth coming in to bowl in the death overs, and the well set Srijan has to walk back. They've lost their third. Shardul, Amarchand, Mangaldas have lost their third wicket. Srijan goes for a well compiled 21. So the new man Majid walks out. Majid Khan joins Anup Rawat, who's at the non-strikers end. He'll be facing his first delivery. Purusharth is steaming in. He's bowled well. Slight hesitation straight away. There's pressure on the batting team. Well, the pressure would be to get to that 200 run mark. That's a given. Apart from that, this is already a solid total, given that Shardul Amarchand have a very strong bowling attack as well. That's a thickish outside edge that might run away. The fielder is giving it his best and stops it. That's a good attempt. Very well fielded. Saved 2 runs for his team, where it always seemed like it was running away towards the boundary ropes. The fielder charging in, never gave up. That was the key. Gave it his all, and in the end, saves 2 runs for his team. Committed fielding that. So Majid off the mark with that brace. Final delivery of the 17th. This has been a very tidy over from Purusharth. .168 for 3 at the moment. Shardul Amarchand again just opening the phase of that. Will keep strike with that single. That's the end of the over. 169 for 3. That's the end of a successful over. 17 gone.
Okay. जल्दी निकल जल्दी जल्दी जी कब मैं सोच रहा हूँ एक हाल इससे लंबे हो मैं पहली इस अच्छा से तो बहुत क्रिएटिव है
Start of the 18th over, bowler comes running in, and this is something that they didn't try, especially in the power play overs, especially against the openers. Bowling slightly wide of the batsman. As I've mentioned time and again, on this track, playing the horizontal shot, especially when the ball gets colder, won't be easy. That's a good stroke, only for a single though. Was aerial, easing into that shot. Majid. So Anup is back on strike, courtesy that single. So the pitch tends to get slower and lower as the day progresses. Yes. So in that case, it's always very difficult to play the cross batted strokes. You're much better playing in the V just because the ball comes on slowly. You've got to generate all your pace, and the ball keeps low as well. The bounce is much lower than you anticipate as a batsman. After this, just two more overs to go. These are the death overs. They've still got 7 wickets in hand. I think the batsman is upset with something. The umpire is Guelic having a word with him. So the bowler Indrajit is the man bowling his third. So once again, play will resume. I think the batsman wasn't ready there. Batsman not really ready there. There's definitely some confusion happening out there. I think the player's not happy with something. I think the batsman was complaining about noise coming from the power region. And, you just, as a player, you just need to keep your focus. You cannot lose your focus as a player. This is such a game that it will test your mental abilities. You need to just focus on the job at hand. I think the umpires have come together and that issue seems to have been sorted. Once again, raring to go now. Now the fielding team not happy with something. They're having a word. What's happening there? I think the umpires have had enough. They're walking off. Or are they? I think they're having a word with the batsman. The umpire seems agitated now. So it's all happening out there. Now the batsman trying to make peace with the umpire. I think that was the right call in the end because it was getting a bit out of hand. Batsman definitely was not happy with something. The umpires asked him if he could actually get on with the game. So the umpire, at that point of time, he said he's had enough. Either you move on with the game, or it's better if we walk out of the field. Just two options. No point in delaying the game. That was a very long pause. Shouldn't really have happened. So finally, I believe sanity prevails, and they get going. I think even the non-striker has had a word with the man on strike. Asked him to just ignore all the noises coming and to get on with it. That's the right approach. So Indrajit will continue his on top of his bowling mark. The batsman getting ready to. That was a big pause. So Indrajit is steaming in. The batsman looks to play the big shot. Misses it completely. Good change of pace by the bowler. So that's pressure. That's clear pressure. They need to play the big shots at this stage. They need to keep that focus on the target. Once again, played and missed. A run out appeal made by the keeper. No signal from the umpire standing at square leg. Was deep rooted to his crease. Dot ball, two back-to-back dot balls. So Kocher and company slowly crawling back into the game. And It's been it's been a mixed bag. They picked up wickets, yes, but they've also played few tricks emotionally. That's in the air. That could be taken. Oh, that could have been a wonderful catch if he had held on to it. Now the batting team, their camp putting the pressure on the fielders. I think they've sneaked a single. Almost, it seems like we're watching schoolboy cricket. Well, good to witness once in a while. Junior level cricket. It's always full of energy. That's good stuff. Works it away towards the mid-off region, gets another single. So good energy showcase by both these teams. And at the end of the day, it's just a cricket match. I'm sure they're having fun. So it was a long over. I think probably the longest over in the history of this tournament. And still waiting for the scoreboard. Not too sure what the score is. So two more overs to go from here on. Final two overs of the innings. And the batting team, they have got every chance to get to the 200 run mark. Swing and a miss. Slightly on the back foot here. But I'll tell you what, this is already a big total, a match winning total. They've got the bowling. Every run they get from here is a bonus. Butcher and company do have a very strong batting unit, and that's a very good shot. There is protection out there. Only a single. I'm not too sure. Not too sure why they opted for just a single there, because they could have pushed themselves and come back for the second. At this stage, they have to go for it. So the bowler running in. Advances on it. That is a monstrous hit. The batting team have found their voices. Comes down the track. What a shot that is. Wow. Monstrous hit. Brilliant stroke that. Nicely played by the batsman. So definitely the pressure would be on the team chasing. This is a very big total on the board. The keeper again tries to effect a run out. This is the penultimate over, 19th over in progression. Still waiting for the scorecard though. It's running in short of a length. That's a big shot. Another one. This time over long off. He's found his touch. Another big hit over long off. Well, now this, the fielding unit was doing all the talking. Now the batsman's just doing the talking. Brilliant hit. And marching towards a big total. Shardul, Amarchand, Mangaldas. The penultimate over creams it through long on. It is hit hard. Another stylish stroke. Keeps it to just a single, the man. And he will keep strike. That's the end of the 90th. Just one more over to go. 7 wickets in hand. waiting for the scorecard. But I'm assuming it's 186 for three at the moment. They're 14 runs away from that magical 200 run mark.
Hello.
Rashad comes in and cleans him up. What a Yorker! You can't play that. You really can't play that. Pinpoint Yorker uproots the leg stump,
Now,
and Purushat picks up the fourth wicket. Great delivery, and he plays a good knock. Comes to an end though. He had to go for it. He had no other options. Had to play the big shot. Was the final over of the innings,
okay,
and after a wonderful knock, he goes back. So they've lost their fourth. Shardul, Amarchand, Mangaldas have lost their fourth wicket.
listen.
So left-handed batsman comes out to the middle. So Purusharth will continue. He's pulled really well. He's been under a lot of pressure, but he's pulled well under these circumstances. And now he's got to finish it off well. He started this final over with pinpoint accuracy. Again, a Yorker length delivery. He's executed the Yorkers really well. And that's a single on that occasion as well. Score moves to 187, 13 runs away from the 200 run mark. Can they get there? Purusharth is bowling well. It will be difficult. Again, the batsman just guides it away towards the mid-wicket reach, and the call was for two. Slight fumble, but they decide against it in the end. So just a single. Jersey number 12 will be facing Purusharth. Ayush, can he deliver the goods for his team? Swings, no connection made. Swing and a miss. Short delivery. This is such a decent over. What a final over this has been. It's exactly what Kocher and company required to make a comeback, to even think about clawing back into this game. Because if the target would have been in excess of 200, they would have been in trouble. That's a full toss that's heaved away towards the onside. Ayush, he's having a look at the spoiler umpire. He signals it as a no ball. So it will be a free hit. Free hit delivery. The score moves into the 190s. It was a no ball as well. So 5 runs coming off it. Wasn't a legal delivery, free hit delivery. Ayush, regardless of it, will swing for it. He will look to go big. That's the need of the hour. 2 deliveries to go. Purusharth is running in. Ayush, the man on strike, the left-hander. Ayush goes big once again. There is a protection out there. They will come for the second. And excellent running between the wickets. Committed running between the wickets. But the umpire has raised his finger. For a brief moment, I thought he had made it back. But square leg umpire has raised his finger. So just short of his ground. But he's done his job. Ayush. This innings. And he walks back. The new man walks out. He'll be facing the final delivery of this innings.
Bisa suruh buat ya. Oke. Ada. Oke.
So, final delivery of the innings. How many more runs can the batting team get? Perfect. That's been ballooned up in the air. Man gets underneath the one. Spills it. That will be away. A boundary to finish the innings. And they finish with a flourish. Streaky boundary. But he's got the job done for his team. That will do. I believe scoreboard reads 197 for 4 or 5, rather 5. But 197 is what the batting team have got, which means that Kocher and company require to chase down 198 in their quota of 20 overs if they are to win this one. Should be an interesting run chase. This we join you as soon as the players walk back for the run chase.
99. What's the ball? Sago. यार हो गया देख 120 हो गए एयरपोर्ट एक नौका ठंडी वाली भाई नहीं कैमरा वाला इसको हाथ दे ना हाथ दे ना कैमरा वाला ये
जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट।
back out to the middle. So we'll start this run chase. So Shardul Amarchand, what they had on the board was 198, which means that our future and company will require 199 if they are to win this one. First delivery, here we go. A bowler running in, a left armer coming around the wicket and is right on the money. What a good start this is. So that is why they are such a dangerous team. Shardul Amarchand Mangaldas. They're such a well-rounded unit. They've got all the bases covered, as I said. And he's been out on the pass. A huge shot, but I think it's got some bat on it. It was a close call. Pulls it straight, slightly angling in into the right-hander. And he's bowling at this pace as well. Samiron and Prashant facing fiery Raj, who's running in once again. Width on offer this time. Excellent fielding. It's good all-round cricket. Tasty delivery. Just a hint of width. The batsman gets low, cuts it away nicely. It was a good-looking stroke for no runs. Field at point. Quickly getting to the ball, attacking the ball, making sure that they don't even think about a single. So excellent start this by Raj. Takes it on the full, plays it straight to mid-off. Another dot delivery. Brilliant start. Raj is such a good operator with the new ball, even in the 10th. And that angle he bowls at makes it all the more awkward for the right-handed batsman. Again, gets just the two end of the bat, the under edge. No chance of a run. Shardul Amarchand, Mangaldas on top. They've got the runs on the board. Vskochhar and company will be feeling the pressure. They need to chase down 199. So let's look at the final delivery of the first over. Takes it on the pole. Junior gets a chase. Takes it away. All he had to do was give direction to back. There was a thick gap towards the outside. That's exactly where he puts it. Just using the pace of the bowler, whips it away towards the onside. A decent start this for Kochar and company. A boundary of the final delivery. And they are 6 for no loss after the first. So Raja, after a brilliant start, just going off radar in the final couple of deliveries. Start of the second over. A tall, lanky bowler into the attack. That's been ballooned miles high in the air. Three fielders converging. It's the bowler who takes it in the end. It has fallen. And this is a mighty impressive start from Arpit after his exploits with the bat. Comes into bowl and first delivery he's picked up a wicket for a good tall action. Very high armish. And the batsman was looking to work it away to get a leading edge. It was miles high in the air. Yeah, what a good committed cricketer is Arpit. Was the top scorer of the previous innings. Now picks up a wicket of his very first delivery. Talks a lot about him. He has been the MVP for this team. Such a vital cog in this team. It's a brilliant fielder to add to it. So a new man walks in at one down and straight away is off the mark with a stylish stroke. Hint of wit to him. He slaps it towards the extra cover region, gets a single. He's off the mark with that single. Back on strike. Got a boundary of the final delivery of the first over. He's batting on 4, Samiron. 192 still to get. That's a big ask. Remember, this is just the second over. If they have a very good power play, Vskochhar and company, then we're looking at a very interesting run chase here. Carves it away, and that should be a boundary. Will be a boundary. 4 more runs. He knew what exactly he was doing. Quickest around was Fuller outside off. The batsman reaches out to it, just carves it away. All he had to do was get it over the head of the fielder standing in the 30-yard circle. That's exactly what he does. 4 more runs. Excellent cricket shot that. Samiron gets his second boundary of the innings. Arpit again. Much better, much better. Jacks back in. I think he had some bat on it. So the bowler Arpit's running in. Looks to work it away towards mid-on, straight to the fielder, no chance. So the power play, in effect, there is a sweep cover and there is a long off. And there are fielders patrolling the cover region, the offside region. As many as 5 standing there. So 5 fielders patrolling covers the offside and just 2 on the onside. That tells you that they're bowling to a ploy. The plan would be for the bowlers to keep it away from the batsman, to make him play away from his body. And that won't be easy on this deck. It's a slow pitch. Playing away from your body is not the easiest of things to do. And also considering the fact that this is the shortest format of the game. Meanwhile, a quick single taken. That's the end of the second over. A tidy over wicket coming off at 13 for one, Kocher and company. Start of Raj into his second. And there was an appeal. It was a half-hearted appeal, though. He was hoping for a strangle down the leg side. So, one addition on the onside. Fine leg has been brought in for the left armer. In all probability, that's because of the angle he bowls. He's coming around the wicket. So, it will come into the right-hander. That's the angle. Now he's decided to come over the wicket. And fine leg moves in finer. It's very fine now. Again, down the leg side, we'll have to re-bowl that one as well. Two wides on the trot. So this is a really smart ploy by the bowling team. They've got most of their fielders positioned on the offside, and the plan is to try and bowl away from the right-hander. So what that does is the natural swing of the bat for a right-hander is towards the onside. That's the natural art. When you try to play a big shot, it's not easy to heave it away towards the offside. Or you've got to shuffle. That is been from the chance and huge shot. Is it going down the leg? That was a very close call. We'll have to look at the replays. Very good shout. Good bowling this. Yeah. It's good smart bowling by Raj. Raj running in over the wicket. Full toss. Easy for the batsman. Way too easy. That was a free gift. Full toss on the onside. Has a full swing at it. Just accepting the gift. 4 more runs. Samiran gets his third boundary. He moves to 13. This is the third over. The captain, he suggests a few changes in the field. And now he's back around the wicket, the left armer. And he's back to bowling wide off the batsman. That's a ploy that has worked for them. Tight single there. Excellent effort by the fielder standing at covers. Or I think he's at point. Again, as I've mentioned before, he's sitting at a very awkward angle. It's difficult to make out what position is what. I think yes, it is point rather. Swing and a miss once again. That's another dot delivery. Good comeback this by Raj. He's struggled whenever he's bowled on the pads of the batsman. Apart from that, he's bowled really well. Raj will have to reload. Goes back to his bowling mark. Looks to work it away towards covers. That evades the keeper as well. Good effort by the fielder at third man. Very good effort. Saved a certain boundary there. A single to end the over. That's the end of the third. Kocher and company, they're 20 for one after the end of that one.
आज नाइट में मैच है नाइट का भी है मैच
कहाँ पे?
वाटी का
अच्छा
तो नाइट में से चाहता हूँ तो स्कूल और अच्छा
So 17 more overs to go. 179 more required. That's a big ask. If you've got wickets in hand, that's a possibility. Good fielding effort there by Arpit. Gets down his foot, makes the stop. No runs. Starts off with a dot. Starts off fresh new over. Here Arpit sharing the new bowler with the left armour. It's got a good smooth action, a repeatable action. It's an effortless action, this. Another dot delivery. This is the fourth over. It's a good shot. Straight to mid-off though. They thought about a single. Not to be. Dot delivery in the end. The equation is 179 of 99. That's a big ask. Arpita, he's running in. Take it. That's a great shot. Big one. The first of this innings. Right in the slot. He went for it. Free flowing. That's exactly what I was talking about a couple of overs ago. The natural swing, the natural arc of the right hander is towards the onside. When the bat comes from the right, top right, comes down at an angle and it swings it towards the cow corner, towards deep mid wicket. That's a natural arc of a right-hand batsman. And that is why, as a bowler, it's difficult to keep the batsman quiet if you're bowling it too straight or even down the leg side. Brilliant shot that by Purusharth. He's such a committed cricketer. He leads the team so well. He's a capable bowler, really capable batsman. He's always switched on, outside off. We'll have to re-bowl that one.
That's really a
Fuller length delivery. It's a straight back to the bowler. That's a bump ball though. Ball hitting the ground first. For a moment, seemed like it could have been a catch. Stylish stroke though. Lets it go. Will be a wide. Another wide delivery. Final delivery of the fourth coming up. Swing and a miss. That's the end of the fourth. Kocher and company, they're 28 for 1. So the first change in bowling.
other year.
So Chintan is into the attack. Chintan, another candidate who batted really well. Chintan bats left-handed. Is a right-arm medium bowler. Has started well as Chintan. Full toss down the leg side. Might be called a wide. No signal from the umpire. So might have just brushed onto something as he went towards the keeper. Could take. So this is an aspect we really don't talk about. Wicket keeping. It's really tough for you as a keeper. Standing out there for 20 overs. You're squatting for, say, 120 deliveries. Difficult. Very difficult. Two more deliveries to go in this over. This has been a very quiet one. 4 dots. No runs off it so far. So Chintan has started well. And what a good stroke that is. Heaves it across. And the first boundary of this over, Samiron, he's dealing in boundaries. And that's something that they've really got to think about, Kocher and company, because the batting team, when they were batting, yes, sir, there was a period where they went for the big shots, and every now and then they played big strokes here and there. They made sure that there was a boundary at least every over, but also what they did was they ensured that they won too many dot balls. They kept the scoreboard moving, and another good stroke hits it straight down the ground. Samiron getting a move on. So a couple of boundaries to finish the over, 8 runs coming off it, and 5 gone. Kocher and company, they're 32 for 1, with Samiron batting on 18 and Purusharth batting on 8. Rather, it's 36 for 1. And Samiron with that final boundary moves to 22.
So, हमारे शुरू नहीं वो अलग है सर चला जाता हूँ है वो नहीं आता दिखने वाला नहीं आता मिक्स मिक्स कर दो ये वाला ये टिक्का अलग ज़्यादा टिक्का है ना अब लग रहा है
So a spinner has been introduced into the attack and straight away asks a question. I think height might have been an issue there. Taranjit into the attack. Left arm orthodox spinner. Purusharth is the man on strike. Purusharth batting on 8. So Kocher and company really need to get a move on. They need a 163 more runs. Again, looks to reach to the pitch of the delivery. Swing and a miss. This is the final power play over. Purusharth will be really disappointed. He missed out on that one. He wanted to clear his front foot and slog it towards the onside, towards cow corner. Taranjit bowls well, explores great lines. Just a single. Purusharth moves to 9 and gets Samiron on strike. Since it's interesting because Samiron has hardly taken any singles. He's got 5 hits to the fence. He's batting on 22 and he's faced 20 deliveries. So that's really one aspect that Kocher and company need to think about, making sure there are no dot balls, making sure they risk the singles, keep the scoreboard ticking. Goes big. Samiron has gone big. That's in the air. Chance, but there were two fielders converging right in the middle of both of them. Moves to 23, just a single on that occasion. This has been a good phase, this power play for the bowling team. 161 more required. That's a big ask. And he's cleaned him up. Full straight, drifting in. And the captain, he has to walk back. He will be dejected. Never got going today, Purusharth. Generally, such a free-flowing batsman. Is looking for the wild swing towards the onside. He goes for 9 of 13. And Taranjit has got a wicket in his very first over.
थोड़ा पास कर लो तो सही आता है
So Nachiketa Goel, the new man who walks out, gets a real gift first up, gets a full toss. Unfortunately, he couldn't put it away. Gets a single towards the onside, and a successful over comes to an end. That's the end of the power plays. And Shardul Amarchand, they're looking good. Vskochhar and company 39 for 2 after the first 6.
क्या पता किसे दे दिया उसने अरे खेले 10 ओवर के बाद
पनीर महंगा हो रहा है, क्यों कर रहे हो ऐसा? बहुत तीखा है यार।
12
चिकन है।
मैंने कहाँ खाया है तो खा गया अत्यंत
So sort of a fresh over. Yes, it is about it.
देख चिकन के चक्कर में तो तो देंगे
4 runs for the batting team. The score moves into the 40s now.
काम के टाइम काम पे ध्यान
Majid Khan comes into the attack, concedes a boundary. So very first delivery. Fortunate runs for the batting team. Nachiketa gets his first boundary, moves to 5. He's just walked out to the middle and he's got a task at hand. They need a partnership, Kocher and company. No doubts about it. They need a magical partnership as well. A lot of runs still to get. 156 required. Nicely plays it off the back foot, getting on top of the bounce, punches it away towards the sweep cover region. Gets only a single. The fielder quickly gets to it. Gets Samiron back on strike. Samiron batting on 23. Kocher and company slowly approaching at their 50-run mark, but they need to up their pace now. The easier period to score was within the power plays when the ball was hard, when the field restrictions were in place. Now run scoring won't be that easy. Samiron has gone for the big shot. 2 fielders get underneath that one. And fine catch in the end. And neither of them falling for it. Well, they did collide, but one of them has taken the catch. So the dangerous Samiron has been dismissed. He had to go for it. Majid Khan has picked up a wicket in his very first over. They are 44 for 3 and Samiron for 23.
स्मॉल थोड़ी अजीब सी जी जी फिर ट्राई करते हैं एक्शन वाला तो लिखी
पुराना टेडी
मैं डेली है ना वहाँ पे कॉल था राम राम भाई राम भाई राम कैसे बॉलिंग होगा तो वो सही था तो वो भी देखेगा इधर क्या कर रहे इसका भगा है क्या भाई ये तो देखी थी इसके अलावा बॉलिंग होगा भाई बॉल देख तो पहले नहीं ला दे इसका
So
निकाल
the new man walks out to the middle. Pradimana is the new batsman who walks out to the middle. Pocher and company at the moment they're reeling, looking at the situation of the game. Still 6 runs away from the 50-run mark. Plays a defensive stroke. No chance of a run dot delivery.
देखो वो कार में नहीं लगा नहीं लगा वो बोल रहा है यार कार लगाता हूँ तो आवाज सुन रहा है तो जल्दी करो
Pradiman batting on not. Final delivery of the seventh. Slides it away towards the backward square leg region. Gets a single. Will keep strike. Is off the mark with a single. A successful over comes to an end. 7 gone. Pocher and company they're 45 for 3 after the end of that one.
एक गिलास में डाल के ऊपर खेलेगा कान पकड़ा दे पकड़ा बॉलिंग ये पकड़ बॉलिंग पे मेरे और कौन सी भाई इसमें इन सबके अलावा इसके अलावा कोई नहीं नीचे इसके अलावा लेकिन यहाँ पे भी ले ली मामू की क्या अभी लाएंगे पूरे कौन कौन सी बता क्या फिर इनका कौन से खेल रहे
So Taranjeet will continue. Pulls it straight. Keeps it in a very good channel. Pulls to a very good line in length. And doesn't give the batsman too much of room to work with. Waits for it on the back foot. For a moment, he thought that it was short enough to go for the pull. With every single dot ball, pressure will mount on Kocher and company. They've already lost 3 wickets. Taranjeet has been bowling well. Quicker. Is much more like Jadeja-like bowler. Doesn't turn the ball much. The ball comes in with the angle. The odd ball might turn. And then as a batsman, you just kept guessing. Tosses it up nicely. The umpire has to raise his finger. It was full, it was straight, and it was going down to the stumps. The fourth one down. That was a fairly easy decision. He takes it on the full. There was no doubt on that one. Definitely hitting the stumps. Kosher and company, they're 45 for 4.
हेलो क्या चीज हाँ एक सेकंड ना मैं आपका नंबर किसी को देखा हूँ वो कॉल कर ठीक है हाँ नंबर लिख लीजिए 96436 8308 हाँ जी ठीक है उनसे बात कर लीजिए वो
Yes, that is. इसको क्या इसको गिलहरियों को देखिए दीदी है आज पीते हैं चाय कोई भाई ऐसी जगह स्कूल होती है क्या कर रहा है 19वां ओवर तो तीन को प्लस मारो न्यूजीलैंड को कोई So number 6 walks out to the middle. Ishwak, two-man, Butcher and company really reeling at the moment. Again, fires it on the pads of the batsman. It's gone down the leg side, has been called a wide by the umpire. 153 more runs to get. Bowls it a bit fuller, gives it some air, and the batsman reaches out to it, works it away towards the onside, gets a single, gets a Nachiketa on strike. Nachiketa batting on 6 at the moment. Final delivery of the 8th. This has been a good over. Good take by the keeper. Puts his body on the line. Now will be another wide. Apart from those wides, very good over. Has picked up a wicket as well. So final delivery. And just another wicket. There was a big gap between bat and pad. It sneaks through. The keeper claims it. The keeper is asking the question, but he survives. He survives the batsman, Nachiketa. Another terrific over. 8 gone, and Kocher and company, they're 48 for 4. So Majid Khan will continue. Majid Khan into his second over, gave away 6 runs and picked up a wicket in his first. Majid Khan with the shortest run up, running in. Short run up that, but effective none of down the leg side. Will be a wide first up. Ichwaku is batting on 1. Again, slower through the air. The batsman works it away towards long off. 50 up, courtesy that single. So one milestone for the team. But
Hello. Hello.
So Yogesh is batting on 20. He's the man on strike. Srijan comes into the attack, batted well. Now he's been given an opportunity with the ball. The off break bowler starts off well. Good take by the keeper. Excellent take by him. If he had missed that one, that was traveling quickly towards the boundary ropes. And once again, he's putting his body on the line, moves across quickly. That was fired in by Srijan. Swing and a miss. Again, looking for the big shot towards the onside. Yogesh has hit a few lusty ones to the fence, spanning on 20. Vijay batting on not. He's at the non-striker's end at the moment. Score for Kocher and company 89 for 8. And well know that they are on the back foot. This time plays an excellent shot and brilliant fielding out there as well. Long off does really well. That ball was traveling. Saves 2 runs for his team. 2 more added to the total. Very good stop. Now the bowler has decided to come around the wicket. Goes big. No timing on it whatsoever. Will only get a single, 1 more run. Yogesh moves to 23. Gets Vijay on strike. Vijay is yet to get off the mark. 2 more deliveries to go in this over. This is the 14th over. Remember, as the sun goes down, it becomes slightly gloomy, just like what it would be in the camp of Kocher and company. They would be pretty gloomy. They came, they came in today with a big victory. Another dot. That is the end of the over. A tight one. 14th gone. Kocher and company. They're 92 for 8. So the left arm orthodox Bomix will continue. Got a wicket. That's high in the air. Long on. Gets underneath that one. Makes that look comfortable. Another one got. The ninth one this time. What a catch as well from the man standing at long on. He made the call. He was self-assured. Gets into very good position and takes a fine catch. So the batsman playing one shot too many. And Kocher and company have lost their ninth. Well set, Yogesh goes. Now 2 new batsmen out there. Number 11 walks out. Satish is the final man standing. Along with him is Vijay, who's at the other end. He's faced 5 deliveries. He's yet to get off the mark. Bombing, just like in his first over, getting a wicket off his very first delivery of a fresh new over. 107 still required. What a landslide victory this is going to be. Shardul, Amarchand, Mangaldas, Everything working in their favor today. Won the toss, elected to bat first, put a big total on the board. Now, their bowlers have created all the pressure and they are on a verge of a big win. Plays it off the back foot, but straight to short extra cover. Another dot delivery. Drills it towards mid-on. It's off the mark with that single. Satish off the marks with a single. Vijay is back on strike. He's yet to get off the mark. 2 more deliveries to go in this particular over. And that will be victory. What a win this is. They won this one by 105 runs. Shardul, Amarchand, Mangaldas team. A convincing victory for them. Kocher and company, they would be disappointed. Coming in after a big win in the previous game. And there was no fight in this one from them. So a massive, massive victory for Shardul, Amarchand, Mangaldas. And they've defeated Kocher and company in this big game of the Giants.
खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why